Hey everybody and welcome. It's me, your songwriting partner, your co-producer, and as always, your friend, Joe Seeby. And happy Thursday, guys. And Thursday is always our Picture This class. What is Picture This, you ask? Picture This is when I give you an image, a photograph, a painting, a comic strip picture, any kind of image whatsoever, and your job is to write a chorus based on whatever it is that I give you. Of course, there's really no rules because it comes from your heart and your creativity, but the only rules that apply is it's got to rhyme, it's got to tell a story, and it's got to make sense to the listener. That's basically it. Whatever this picture means to you is entirely up to you. So that's what I always say every week. You're the boss of this universe that you write about. This is your trip. This is your experience. This is your story. This is your song. So every week, this is what I want you guys to do. I want you guys to look and interpret whatever picture that I give you and just write the best story that you possibly can write based on the image that's there. Like I always say, one of the tricks, not a trick, but one of the objectives, this is what I always do. When I find a picture that I like that's suitable for, or songwriting worthy, as I call it, the first thing I do is I write down all the actual details of the photograph. That's first and foremost. Because there might be a song in just the, everything that's there, everything that's, all the attributes of the picture. When you write it down, one of those might actually become the main focus of your story. Why do we do this? There's so many reasons. I find that it's a good starting place instead of staring at blank paper going, I don't know what to write about. Find something that piques your interest. So when I'm going through these pictures, I'm scrolling through these photographs, and one jumps out at me that I feel some kind of connection with, for whatever reason, whether it's visually or it creates images of words or songs in my head based on whatever I'm looking at. It's a starting point rather than, like I said, staring at a blank piece of paper with nothing on it going, I don't know what to write about. And then if you're writing with somebody else and you have a writing session, let's say you're writing with another person and they're hiring you or paying you money to actually come to your house, or you go to their house and you start to write something together, there's not that awkward hour and a half where you're both just looking at each other going, well, what do you want to write about? I don't know. What do you want to write about? That gets real old real quick. And they don't really trust your leadership skills if you're as in the dark as they are. That's just facts, So it's good to have a starting place. So like sometimes before somebody comes over my house to write, I will have my own little private picture of this stuff. So if they don't have any ideas to springboard, I have some at least. And I'll say, what about this? And I'll read them. I won't even show them the picture as much as I'll read them what I came up with from the picture. Like, this is a cool topic we could start writing about. This might be a cool subject, And what I meant by that was, this is your own universe. You can write whatever you want. I mean that. If it's a picture of a kite and it makes you think about your dog when you were 7 because you flew a kite with your dog that day at the park, write it about your dog. It doesn't really, the picture is important, but it's secondary to whatever inspires you from the picture. That's really more important than the picture itself. I mean that. And when you guys send me your submissions, you can actually say that. Like, this photograph reminded me of the time that me and my uncle Paul had a bowling night, and this is what that picture makes me think about the time me and my uncle went bowling for my birthday or whatever. Whatever it is. That's fine. I just wanted to elicit some sort of emotion in you that you can start writing about. That's really all that this exercise is for, is to jumpstart your creativity. That's basically it, really. There's no other thing. I mean, it's cool to come up with, but what, movies do this to me. Some TV commercials that are funny do this to me. Other songs do this for me. I'll hear a song on the radio, and I'm like, I want to write my own version of this. Not stealing it, but taking the emotion that I felt listening to it, and I want to write my own new thing based on that emotion. So you're not taking any of the song's actual part. You're just taking what the emotional baggage left in you emotionally, and then you start writing your own song based on that. So I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. I hope I'm conveying that properly for everyone out there listening to me. And like I said, the only rules that really apply is it's a song. You have to rhyme. You have to rhyme. And it's got to make sense to the listener, whoever it is, no matter what country they're from. When they translate it to French, I want the French people to understand what your song means. Are all songs easy to interpret? No. And everyone who listens to the song may be interpreting it differently. But and that's fine. That's what songs do. It becomes once the song is out in the world, it becomes the world's. It's not yours anymore, even if you wrote it. I mean, it's yours legally, but it connects with people all over the world. When it's a popular song, it becomes a big hit song. So don't forget about that, because that's an important part of this whole thing, So anyway, I wanted to show you guys the photograph. The whole subject is picture this. So let's get to the picture. This is what I picked this week. I hope you guys enjoy it. Without further ado, here it is. Okay, so there's the picture. It's like a painting of a woman dancing in the middle of a storm. There was something, I love the irony about that. And it was like, she's so graceful and looks so happy, even though she's in the middle of a storm. She's enjoying herself despite all the other things that are going on around her. She's oblivious to them. And what made me think of this was, it's almost like, that saying, steal my thunder? Like, you're not going to steal my thunder? Well, when I saw the lightning, I associated thunder and lightning, of course. And here she is, this woman is dancing like it's a spring afternoon in the sunshine. She doesn't care that it's, the sky is violently gray and lightning striking and thunderclaps are, shaking the walls, and that's what I saw. So when I went into my little daydream, that's what I saw, Now, I always tell you guys this, but I'm going to stress it one more time before you start this exercise. I want you to stare at this picture. If I don't give you long enough in the pause on the video, pause the video yourself and stare at that picture till you actually fade into the picture and go into a daydream. When you pull back out of your daydream, I want you to write everything down that you saw in your little daydream. Don't worry about rhyming yet or anything. Just get your story together. Get your idea together first. Once your idea is together, then you can start rhyming and find a poetic way to say what you're saying literally. Now I'm going to read to you what I wrote for this. Picture this, okay? So this is what I wrote. No, I won't give in. I won't back down. I won't let anyone steal my thunder. I'm packing my bags and leaving this town before the sadness pulls me under. Nobody's going to bring me down again. And I'll never compromise. I won't pretend. No, I won't give in. I won't back down. I won't let anyone steal my thunder. So I wrote that as a very, like a big chorus. I even have a melody for it, which I will reveal later. But, this is not the melody video. This is the picture this video. So I wanted to get the words together for you first that I wrote for this. Anyway, guys, I can't wait to see what you guys write for this yourselves. So that is all the time we have for tonight. This is your songwriting partner, your co-producer, and as always, your friend, Joe Sebi. I love you guys. Be safe. Take care of yourselves and each other and your families. And I will see you next week. All right, guys. Peace.